Okay, so I saw Rick Reverie's video. I tricked the internet with a fake Taylor Swift song, and basically he was trying to make a whole new Taylor Swift song with original lyrics that sound like her, and also getting a singer who sounds like Taylor Swift so the song could actually sound like it was released by her. If he was making a fun fan-made song purely for entertainment, then sure, I would accept that. But the problem is that this was an original fake Taylor Swift song made with the intention to trick people by recreating her voice, and he did not get Taylor's permission to do that. The main issue I have is that people are completely okay with this because it was done with human effort and not AI. If AI had been involved, people would be furious and talking about artist rights, stealing, and copyright. But because it's human-made, suddenly it's acceptable. If people would hate this exact idea if it were done with AI, then they should also hate it when it's done by humans. At the end of the day, it's still a fake Taylor Swift song using her voice without permission, created for the purpose of deception. Imagine if someone faked Taylor Swift's voice and scammed Swifties who thought they were talking to her. Would people accept it simply because it was human-made and not AI? At what point does deception become unacceptable to you? Some people bring up parody as a defense, but parody is clearly labeled, transparent, and meant to be a joke. With parody, people know it's fake. In this case, Rick didn't say it was fake because the entire point of the video was deception. And that's where my issue is. If this went downhill and became serious, people would suddenly start caring. So why does it only become wrong once something bad happens? Why is it okay now, but unacceptable later? I understand people's issues with AI and calling it soulless, but imagine if someone impersonated you to trick others. Would you accept that just because a human did it? If Taylor Swift herself reacted negatively to this, would people still say, at least it wasn't AI, or would they suddenly agree that it crossed a line? For me, the line is clear. If someone is using another person's voice as a means of deception, even for entertainment, I don't like it. Fan-made content can exist when there's transparency. Here, there wasn't. The deception was the entire point. I will call out something as wrong regardless of whether AI is involved or not. Using AI for this would be wrong, but doing it manually without AI is also wrong to me because the goal is the same. What bothers me most is that people defending this never actually explain why it's acceptable beyond, a human worked hard on it. If hard work is the only justification, that's not a moral argument. I just want to know whether people actually thought about this critically, or if they accepted it simply because AI wasn't used. Y'all are out here giving views, likes, and engagement to this video, giving a pass for people to pull this stunt and make even more content like this without backlash. If y'all accept this now without calling it out, and more creators do this type of thing and then try to go a step further by pushing the boundaries, and someday it actually backfires, would you start to be like, I was always against this? Also, whatever Rick Reverie did may have been a social experiment, and so not being transparent would have ruined the whole purpose of it, but even so, it doesn't make it any better because being a social experiment doesn't make impersonating someone any better. And if others end up doing the same type of thing Rick Reverie did and come off as social experiments, then when is it not a social experiment anymore for y'all to finally see the wrong? At what point do you want something like this to reach before y'all finally realize that it was wrong to do all along, and that y'all were just here defending it like it wasn't because it was human-made without AI? In the end, y'all may not see anything wrong with Rick's video like I do, but Rick not resorting to AI doesn't seem like an, oh, that's valid and I understand what you're saying, for me to even slightly agree, because there's gotta be more of a reason for you guys to think this isn't wrong to do other than just the AI versus human-made thing, since that reason alone doesn't justify anything.